Let's face it, Wing Chun can be very difficult to understand for people, especially when you're newer at it or even a few years in. First of all, it's a conceptual art, making it not as concrete as can usually be understandable. You really can't see it as well because it's so small and its movement so efficient. And its internal mechanics of using energy, structure, and relaxation over brute force is really difficult to get. Not to mention sensitivity and using sensitivity in order to fight. I'm Sifu Adam Willis. I've been training for 29 years. I've seen a lot of people succeed, but I've seen others fail at this because they just can't wrap their mind around it. They can't get good, so they quit on themselves. What I love to do is bring analogies to people and help them to see that things make sense if you can just think of it in these terms. It makes it simpler and just easier to work towards. So this specific analogy I refer to as the ramp. If you're looking to elevate, and let's say you're on a bike or whatever, you're using a ramp to elevate and get air. Yep. Well, for us, this is what we want to do to the other person. We want to disconnect them from the ground while we are acting as the ramp, right? We are acting as the ramp. So, and then once we do that, it's so much easier to control their entire body because we're literally underneath of them. Right? One of my last analogies was the Dolly. Well, this kind of goes hand in hand with it. But how do you get to the Dolly? How do you get that blade underneath someone else? Well, if you start higher, yep, right, and then you come lower, then it's very deceptive. What's nice about long range and then coming into your shorter range, which is something we do specifically, right? And how you get into that short range using the ramp. And that helps you bridge the gap to a place that is more mobile, which is long, to a place that is occupying their center, which we want to do in Wing Chun, right? So as we're here, and then we're coming in, boom, right? I'm looking to come down just like that ramp and occupy your center. Now, once I have your center, great. Yep. At that time, now I have all those. And I'm up high. Yeah, all those elements of good form, right? So that's basically the ramp. What did I miss?
Yeah, from the side.
From the side.
You're seeing your foot from the side, just like a good ramp has the slope. It's not a step. It's not a step and forward. It's a.
Yeah. So if you're here, as you come in, I'm not just going to step like this. Yeah. Or even worse, how most people step is this way. So now they're going down like a wave crashing. And that's not what we want. That's what we want the other person to do for us, for us as the ramp.
Yes.
Right? So instead, we're looking to come here, under, right? Under in order to get to where we need to be. Now we can do this in a long way, like I was just doing, in a longer way in order to get there and then pull that up. Or it can be even at a shorter place, just a shorter ramp. So from here, okay, here. Yeah. I've done the same thing, just a smaller version of it. So when we're part of that ground, we're here, right? Yeah. And we're digging, right? Underneath at that, we're part of the ground, and no one can separate us from the ground. That is, when you get really, really good at Wing Chun, no one can get underneath of you.
And not only is the lower body part of the ground, the upper body's part of the ground.
Yes, everything is. So the shoulders are part of that ground. Yeah. So as we come here and you push up on my elbow, it's, I'm already everything's
That's right. I can't get lower than the ground. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Can't get lower than the ground. That is a very good, yeah. So the ramp, all these analogies will help you get better.